the clock counting down. Let's head into the pistol round.
Yeah, and just starting immediately, Get Right coming in with a smoke together with Exist, looking for an execute, I would say, down towards A. We will see what happens. Rain pushing up aggressively. And this is something that FaZe is really good at. I like this from Rain, as he's going to be forcing up against two people here towards main. Doesn't hit the shots. Instead, Draken gets the first kill, allowing for Ninjas and Pyjamas to get out on site. Smokes are in. They are going to block off Carrigan. He has to try and push aggressively if he wants to get vision, try to help his teammates out. Nico, on the other hand, he's going to get two people with his pistol. Just what we were talking about before, the pistol in the hand of Nico. So deadly. Exist comes in with two refrags instead. With that, Nip should get the bomb plant down. Still, Guardian and Carrigan up. Carrigan is actually gonna eat it. Guardian gets the trade kill on risk immediately afterwards. 1 minute 5, bomb plant goes down. Guardian just looking around the bomb tray now. Trying to find the frags. Doesn't have a defuse kit. Doesn't have that as much time as he would like, as he's going to find Exist. Shoot him straight in the temple. One person left. Draken, 1-on-1. As Guardian picks up the defuse kit from Carrigan.
A smoke grenade would not be totally wrong right now, but it's always hard to play after plants on train. He's going for the fake, but Draken, he does not even react. He remains super silent in that drop zone while Guardian's creeping closer. He's going to spot him. No! Draken's faster. Gets him in the head, and Ninjas in Pyjamas, they win the first pistol round.
Yeah, and it's incredibly important for them to just get it going, get wind into their sails, and they did it well.
Yeah,
Rain
exactly.
tried to push aggressively, get the first pick, couldn't. He missed the shots, unfortunately. Could be anything from nerves to just, well, it's just a bad round for him. So they find the kill on him, and it allows them to just push up in towards the site. Two smokes goes down, blocks off Carrigan. He can't help for quite a while, and so they just get in, get the plant, and up to Draken. One of the newest addition, get the 1-on-1 and just take the round home.
Well, now we have to witness what we talked about before. The pistols, are they overpowered or not? Olofmeister starts off good with the first frag. Draken goes down. Now they're just jumping into the B site as it is completely empty. Rain and Guardian tries to sneak in, both through the same angle, and they both get gunned down by Forest. Nico now with the deagle. I mean, it is a pretty unfavorable situation. We know what Nico can do. It's actually gonna fall back, look behind him. I mean, this is a retake, not worth going for. Even if, oh no, from the back. Nico turns around, tries to hit the headshot, but can't. Finds him with the UMP, and now it's just Carrigan left alive. So there's gonna be the win for NIP in this round, and Carrigan saving a season in Kevlar.
That's what Nico wanted to do too. He already made the call. Carrigan already made the call, I would assume, that all right, we've lost a round here. We lost 3 members. We have bought pistols. We have the Kevlar. Might as well save it for the next round. Make sure that we have something to fight back. But alas, Nico gets caught out.
It's just so important if Nico would manage to save that deagle. Carrying what he said as well, because then, as some of the ninjas will reinvest and get their AKs, any economical damage that you can deal in that round is just so valuable. Because, well, what FaZe don't want is ninjas and Pyjamas to just get their economy rolling and getting in their momentum. But, well, this round they don't have much of a choice because they're only heading with pistols. Carrigan and Nick are potentially the guys who could deal some damage because they have the upgraded pistols. We're going to find out now as Nico pushes closer to the main entrance.
Draken gets the first kill onto Nico, not allowing him to do anything during this round. Stack towards B, it's not going to work out for FaZe. Ninjas, they have an open bomb site, going to get a easy plant. And now it's time for FaZe to try and make a response of some sort. Preferably trying to go all together, make sure that you have at least 2-on-1 situation, especially with the USPs. With the C set, you have a little bit more of a chance if you go up 1 versus 1. With the USPs, well, you're going to have to try and put your hopes to that your opponent's going to miss a shot. At this level, not very likely that they're going to.
No, that is completely true. And, well, Ninjas, they've gotten down the bomb. They're just taking it easy. And FaZe Clan, they're probably going to try to get some exits. I mean, even if they die, it doesn't really matter. Only Carrigan can save that Kevlar. But on the other side, they don't want to feed Nip, give them too much money.
Oh,
team kill.
I mean,
that's good.
Okay, so I was going to say, in the end, it kind of evens out. Draken gets the team kill on to Get Right. Did get the UMP kill, though. $600 in the bank, and it allows him to just purchase up. I mean, look at that. It's going to allow him to purchase up about anything for at least another 2 rounds, if my math is correct.
Yeah.
So now we come to the ever-important first gun round. this is where things are really going to show which team have the upper hand, I would say, or at least have the momentum. 3-0 for NiP. FaZe Clan looking to take it back.
Losing this round's never fun, because then FaZe will most likely get 5 rounds. But if they're going for something fast, they're trying to catch Olofmeister off guard. It's just going to try to transfer the spray, but it's a bit too slow. Xist gets that frag, and now it's a 4v4. As I mentioned on the A side, after plants on train, they're just very hard to deal with FaZe's utility game. Being very insufficient, as they don't have any utility. You'll have to find the frags there before, and then just can get into 2 good positions. Draken, sick peek. Rain tried to go for the refrag. Ooh, they're losing the trades here. The backstab from Forest. It's going to be expected, but still Forest gets the frag, and now Kerrigan in a 1v3. Pretty much impossible scenario.
Time is ticking out slowly and slowly. I mean, Kerrigan does find the frag, and he's going to try to stick to defuse. The question is, nope. Xist. He stands around just for a little bit longer, expects that Kerrigan, well, he's going to try to go for the defuse. At that point, no time to really try and fake it out. So, great play by Ninjas, once again, taking over the B site, finding the first frag onto Olofmeister, and then just plays a really great after plant game. Still having enough grenades to make sure that you can cover up vital parts of the area, like for instance, towards upper, and just making sure that Ninjas have as much space as possible to play, not allowing for FaZe Clan to breathe. And so, as we come into this, it's just going to be another force, a little bit of a save. FaZe buying up enough, as Olofmeister will find the frag onto Rest. Dragon gets the trade immediately. FaZe, they will decide to allocate a little bit of more resources towards B. Guardian standing there together with one of the mates, as they now shall once again have to try and avert a B attack. Nico coming in with the deagle onto Draken. Guardian still staying around. Nico, far range, gonna get burned up by the Molotov. Guardian comes in with the Z-Set, gets a frag onto Xist. Bomb plant hasn't gone down yet. Forced and Get Red, all alone. There we go, bomb plant down, and Guardian gets another frag. Get Right, all alone. 1 versus 3, he's gonna get tagged down to 6 HP. Guardian comes in and finishes the mission. And finally, FaZe Clan on a force are going to find their first round of the game.
That is just so good for their economy. If they would have waited there, it's really hard for to come back if your economy just remains that low. Even if they win 1 round, NIP just still has a very good chance at completely resetting their economy the round after. And that's a risk they have to take. But now, since they won the first round, they have some extra cash in the bank. They can get a more full buy. We see they have everything that they need. They don't lack utility now, at least. So the retakes could be easier. If they just even get into the sign, that's the question.
It's going to be an interesting question indeed. Something else that's interesting, Guardian versus Draken on Ops. As, like I mentioned before, Guardian has been this sort of player that has always been consistent in his Op play. Draken has been hitting some nutty shots, but he hasn't been able to hit some of the shots that he really should hit. So this is a point to him for him to prove here at this stage. How well can he really outduel Guardian when it comes to the op? Olofmeister standing here trying to bait his teammate as he rushes up, gets fragged out by Rest, who's standing there waiting for someone to push up, and that allows for NiP to try and take a little bit more control of the map as FaZe Clan has to try and rotate around. Trade comes in 1-for-1, and it just seems like NiP at this point is just going uphill for them. FaZe doesn't really have an answer to what NiP is doing. Guardian all alone with the op has to try and save it. Expensive weapon, as he will get flashed out 50 seconds, and he is just gonna have to concede this round.
There's really not much to do, and well, with the Ninjas' economy being quite, it's looking quite good. They could potentially just hunt trying to get Guardian, and there we go. Guardian finds a frag, but Get Right is already just getting around the corner. So that's not a saved op for Guardian. And, well, if he would have saved that op, they could actually have 4 spot, because Rain and Olofmeister, they have quite a lot of money. But with 3 guys now not being able to buy it, they're probably just going to go for some drop pistols, and they will most likely have to concede another round.
Yeah, it certainly looks like that. As FaZe, they will try to stack towards A side, try to hide behind all the cover they have. Guardian just standing behind Electrical is not going to get spotted out yet. This is a dangerous position for him to be in, but at the same time, it's oh so good, as he's actually going to go around the corner, find a frag. That's all he gets, and Ninjas are just going to decimate FaZe Clan here on A side. Nico all alone with the USP, but now they know where he is. They're on the hunt, just waiting for him to peek around the corner, and Exist will find the frag, finish the mission, and Ninja 6-1. And this is interesting because all the experts said FaZe. Looking back towards the VOD yesterday, everyone on the analyst desk said FaZe is going to win. FaZe is going to win because it's logical. FaZe is a strong team. They've had the opportunity to go back and really try to look through the demo. What did we do wrong here? And so a tactical pause comes in. It's actually Ninjas, which is interesting. But at the same time, I kind of like it because it allows them to think this through. Now they know weapons are in the hand of FaZe, and so they really trying to play the mind game. In my honest opinion, that's what they're trying to do. They're not going for some super tactic, I would say. They have their game on point already.
Yeah, I mean, but I think they're going to try to, like now FaZe, they're having another buy, and the goal for them is, of course, to adapt what Ninja's done the previous rounds. They're trying to counter that. So if Ninjas, manages to surprise FaZe and take this round, it's definitely a key round because FaZe they can't afford losing any more rounds. Ninjas would most likely get up on 8 rounds, which is a half win on the T side of Train, which is already insanely good. So FaZe they can't afford losing this. Let's see if the double up setup that they have purchased is going to help them out.
Well, hopefully it's going to Kerrigan and Guardian, both on ops. Kerrigan, who used to be a opper before for his team, doing it at the same time as he was in-game leading, it's really difficult to do, but they are putting their hopes to him, Draken, who now will go out and get killed by Guardian. It allows for Olaf to just back off, play a safe distance, as Nip now trying to do a lot of noise towards lower. But I mean, if you look at Popdog, one of the members from FaZe Clan already there, Rain, will stop Get Right from going down there. And so he will get blinded out, try to go back. Not really, just gonna get naded. 2 HP, barely survives. And that's incredibly important, still having one more member to play in this 5 versus 3. Not too much utility, so FaZe Clan, they can't really buy much time trying to defend the bomb sites. They're gonna have to go for the duels. On the other hand, they already have the man advantage. It shouldn't be that difficult for them to make sure that this round goes in their favor. Forest towards Alley.
Yeah, Forrest finding an entry would be just so useful. But he whiffs that shot. That's a shot that he did not, or couldn't afford whiffing. So now, without that entry, they don't have an opening in towards long. Forrest will have to be careful. And with only 30 seconds remaining, they're actually just jumping into the attack. Forrest going mayhem after everybody. Rez gets 1 kill towards the site, which is the key. But now 20 seconds, they have to get closer. There are still 2 more members of the FaZe Clan that they have to kill. One in heaven, one on towards site. Oh, it speeds him up in heaven, but he's just unable to get the frag. Kerrigan instead finds Forrest, and now Exist being all alone. He's going to get stuck in the crossfire, and FaZe, they get that important round.
Just flanked all around the place. Olafmeister banging out in the beginning, just standing towards the edge of lower, and then as soon as action happens, just backs out. Dragon wants to try and go for the kill, gets tagged out by Olafmeister immediately. Or no, not by Olafmeister, pardon, by Guardian, who's standing far back. And that's just great play by FaZe, allowing themselves to try and trick Ninjas a little bit. Because at this point, they've been playing 1 B side, I believe. As my short-term memory, not the best. But just incredibly important for FaZe to try to take this round, try to get as many CT rounds as possible. Now they have to be careful of the resets.
Yeah, I mean, it's always this upcoming problem. The CT economy being very vulnerable means that they can't afford losing this because their economy is still low. NIP, despite losing, they still have another buy. And if NIP wins this one, the same scenario basically. They'll still win. They have just a FaZe Clan. They've got a second round on the board. Doesn't mean that much. So 1 more round for FaZe Clan, pretty much a must to get themselves back into the game.
Ninjas at this point are playing passive. Actually, Rain finds Exist. 1 less member for Ninjas to try and make something happen here as they are trying to set up some sort of attack towards A. Res actually going to find the frag on Rain, allowing for Ninjas to get back in towards this round. Kerrigan spots out 1 member from Ninjas. Forrest comes in from Olaf himself and is going to find 2 frags. incredibly important, turns this into a 3-on-2. Still, both of the members from FaZe Clan on A side, ready to pounce on them. Olofmeister just sneaks around the corner, finds the frag on Forest. Important for him, 2 versus 2. Bomb has been planted. Nico from Alley gonna try to help his teammate out as Ninjas just trying to stay alive, trying to play the time game. As Nico will find one more frag, just leaving Get Right alone in 1 versus 2. But this is the position that you want to have Get Right in. He is one of the greatest clutchers in CS history, and this is the point for him to prove what he can do, but Olofmeister just goes in and denies him.
The double peek there. Too much for him, both peeking at the same time. He'll have to flick pretty fast to nail both of those heads, but let's see, FaZe Clan another round. That's the way that they have to walk now. Ninjas on another buy. Their economy is starting to look worse and worse, and this is for sure the last buy that they're going to have if they continue losing rounds. But we have another tactical pause from Ninjas, the second pause this early on in the game. The first pause, in my opinion, was a bit uncalled for, but it was just strategical. I mean, they have a lot of pauses, why not use them, right?
Exactly.
But this pause definitely worth taking for Ninjas, because, I mean, their economy versus FaZe's economy, one of the economies are going to get depleted.
And at this point, you also want to try to stop the momentum from FaZe Clan. They're starting to get back into the game. They've already won 2 rounds in a row against Ninjas, who's been trying to find a way back into the sites now. And all of a sudden, FaZe, they are starting to step up. They're standing there like a brick wall and not allowing for Ninjas to really get the rounds they need. Get Right in the 1 versus 2 situation had a chance to try and really break them down, but the double peek from Olofmeister and Nico, great communication from them to do that double peek and make sure that you secure the round for FaZe. Now we go into round number 10, as Ninjas again are going to suffer a loss. Exist quick on the trade though, trying to keep it simple and easy, and more so important, so favorable for Ninjas. Kerrigan comes in with a grenade from downtown, just blowing Exist off of his feet and off of this round. And this is important as Ninjas, they're finding frags, but so are FaZe Clan, just keeping the trades as is. Olofmeister will finally break this deadlock as Forrest goes down and Draken alone finds a great frag onto Nico. Plenty of time left, drops the op in favor of an AK. Olofmeister on low HP, red for him as Draken and Olofmeister now 1 versus 1. Draken looking to secure the round for Ninjas as Olof wants to clutch this, make sure that the train that he's started now keeps on rolling. They're just trying to find each other. Olof did not spot Draken going up towards upper, but Draken did spot Olofmeister. The question is, who is going to find the first kill? It is going to be Draken as he gets the one-on-one clutch, secures the 7th round for Ninjas. Incredibly important for them.
Well, it would have been more important for FaZe actually to pick that up. I mean, Ninjas, they already have enough rounds to call this half a very, very good T-Zone half on train. And there we have the third tactical pause.
Yeah.
Okay, so despite winning the round, they're calling for attack here. And, well, I mean, we talk about usually in the lower tiers as well, that we tend to cast. There is a severe lack of tactical pause.
Yeah.
People just, no, it'll solve itself. We can just play one more buy round and just go. And you usually see a lot of the games being played without a single tactical pause.
I don't think a lot of people realize the power of just having a pause, having just a tiny moment to take a break, just lean back a little bit, just take a deep breath, think about what's going on, what am I doing, what can I improve on, just this one little thing.
Yeah.
And also just to break the momentum of the other team. At this point, Ninjas, this tactical pause, I mean, can serve 2 purposes. I mean, for one, it can just go deep into the mind of FaZe, trying to just play the mind game and see, oh, what are they planning now? Or for themselves to just, okay, let's not let this get to our head, basically.
Yeah. And
let's not just hype ourselves up. We won 1 round.
Exactly.
1 round isn't all that's necessary to win.
Pretty good economical read. We have to say, instead of going for the opposite, they go for the 2 Mac 10s, expecting FaZe not to be in a proper buy. They are getting the pistols. Actually up for Mars and a Scout as well, combined with Kevlar, but as NIP has already gotten the bomb down, and after plans on train A site, they're not very fun for the CDs at least. I don't even think FaZe are going to go for it.
And that is the question. Draken just standing around here.
No, they're actually falling back towards CT. I mean, these actually quite heavy investments, even though it's a half buy. I mean, these. Oh, it is. Could it be a full force? I think it's a full force actually. So saving 4 Kevlars, just being able to do the same thing next round. Perhaps get some entries without scout. I mean, that would be the key. That's what they're going to attempt. Will they just allow them to? I doubt that Draken's coming in closer. Yeah, I suppose the first guy failed, but Rez is right behind the corner. No, Rez goes down as well. Olofmeister now alive, but Olofmeister takes the peek as he tries to get a rifle. Wrong decision, Olof. Exist takes him down. And now in the end, there's only Rain and Carrigan who managed to save the guns.
And a scout on the farmers, not really too much to be happy about, but I mean, it's weapons overall. You get a headshot with the scout, well, that's one guy down. So Rain with the scout is going to put its hopes to just hitting the shots as Ninjas, once again, trying to go out on towards A side. Get right still with the MAC-10, looking to try and get a little bit more economy. As I said, Rain with the scout gets a headshot onto Exist, but all of a sudden, Risk comes in with a trade. Olofmeister with the USP up on Heaven, just trying to keep the advantage for FaZe as he's looking to get one more. Get right comes in, stops him. 3-on-3 as Nico, trying to flank around, will get a Glock shot to the head. Carrying now with the FaMAS. Guardian with only a pistol. Bomb has been dropped in T-spawn, which is not the most optimal things to happen. Guardian just spots him and just backs away immediately, trying to go for some sort of timing. Manages to get around the side here. This could be important as Get Right. And Draken has no clue what's going on. Guardian, if he keeps on pushing, this can be huge for him. He has to hit the shots immediately. No misses, otherwise he may lose his chance here. And this is good. He gets a lot of information. A good situation for him, but doesn't take the shot. Instead, he's gonna grab the AK, makes noise, finds the kill anyway onto Get Right. 2-on-2 situation with the bomb planted. Carrigan comes in from the side, finds one. Rez is going to be alone now, 1 versus 1. Guardian just looking around, trying to frame the frag, doesn't get the spray down. Rez still staying alive, 42 HP. Bomb still, take it away. Just hiding around the bomb plant, trying to do the best of the situation. And this is good. Rez just playing the time game. No need for him to try and peek out. Guardian is going to find the frag anyway.
Oh my god, Guardian. Just walking behind them for so long. He could have gone, for the USP shot, but as the guys on these levels, they're just so insanely fast. So if you hit the headshot with the USPS, okay, it goes on the helmet, doesn't die, then a flick, a spray down, and you're dead. So going for the AK there was proving to be the right decision. Amazing place by this man who is performing better. I mean, he's always performing good, but we used to see like Nico and Rain performing better, but now Guardian, he's stepping up to the occasion, and that was a crucial round for FaZe to kind of pick up.
Indeed it was, and now we are going into one more gun round. Guardian with the AWP. Gonna try to lock down main as the rest of the team goes out into positions, making sure that Nip doesn't have too much of an easy way in towards his side, but it doesn't stop Get Right from trying to push in anyway, as he's in towards main. He's gonna get peeked from 2 different flanks. Nico and Rain together will find the frag on to Get Right. Not a good start for them as they now have to reassess the situation and really try to make things work in their favor. Still a bit of grenades on their hands. They can use the Molotovs to try and burn out crucial areas, make sure that you don't have to peek towards them. As I say so, Exist, trying to Molotov out the electric box, gets smoked away immediately.
Yeah, I mean, now in FaZe have the more utilities, just whenever ninjas go for smoke or a tactical Molotov, then you just counter it immediately, and it has no effect in the end. Beautifully timed Molotov. All the fighters just gonna spray down everybody. They come to smoke to save them, but I mean, can you save what's already dead? 2 guys have fallen victim of Olofmeister, and now there's only Exist left. Such a strong hold from FaZe, and as he tries to retreat, Nico actually gets him through the smoke.
It's just a great hold coming in from FaZe as Ninjas couldn't quite get in towards the site that they wanted to at the beginning. Instead, tried to go for B. Olofmeister's just standing there at the ready. Molotov in hand. Oh, it gets smoked out. No problem. I'm just going to spray down 2 people anyway. So, great play by Olof. Again, 4th tactical pause coming in from Ninjas.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you have like the pause system where you have like a limited amount of pauses, or you have just a time and you can distribute it in like how many pauses you like. I think that's
this is the point where I'm trying to remember the rules about tactical pauses, because I know back in the day it was you got 2 tactical pauses with 2 minutes. Then it got changed to 4 tactical pauses with 30 seconds each. The question is, if I can't recall how many, if you get a new set of tactical pauses on another side. I think that's how it goes.
But that seems like quite a lot, having 4 tactical pauses per half. More than I'm used to see, or maybe it's the rules and people don't use it. Well, NIP, they're really capitalizing on the pauses that they have been given. Not much to discuss in terms of economical investment or decisions there, because it's obviously a full eco. There's no other way to get around that.
It's going to be an eco round for Ninjas. Long range play from FaZe as they are waiting for something to happen. Olofmeister will be the first one to get a little bit of noise as Guardian finds a frag onto Exist. Draken though comes in with a kill. The bomb has not been planted. It's dropped towards lower. Nip cannot retrieve it without getting completely decimated. Forrest finds a gun. The question is, what can he do with it? He cannot do anything at all, is the answer, as Nico will find a frag onto him before he dies.
Yeah, simple equation. And now, last round. Of the half, let's see, the Ninjas, I mean, they've already, as we said before, they got 8 rounds. They've won the half, which is great. But on this level, you never really know. If FaZe are having the T side of their life, if Olofmeister and Rain really are stepping up, they can be very, very great clutch players. I mean, Nico, or especially Rain, I mean, in IEM, he's not performing right now as much or as good as he did in IEM. And I mean, it's already even.
I mean, Res put impossible standards on themselves during the group play of Intel Extreme Masters Oakland. So at this point, you can't request too much of it out of him. Request is a bad word, so in lack of better words, request. He's still someone that you should look up to when it comes to just pure play, because he's been showing so much potential when it comes to the team. I mean, winning the MVP award with just about 100 or so maps, I do believe it was. It wasn't quite a lot. I don't have the exact number, but it's not a lot of maps to have with the team, and then all of a sudden you just go into this tournament, I just won the MVP. Great feat by him.
I mean, the most important thing for him, I can imagine, is not to get, like, to let the pressure build up. Like, okay, I got the MVP there, now people expect him to do equally good or even better, which in a lot of occasions it's not possible because it's an insane performance.
Yeah. Another round comes in. Ninjas trying to go for the execute on towards A side. FaZe responds. A lot of flashes coming in. Nico pushing him through the smoke. Doesn't find anyone. Get rid of it, just hiding behind there. Rain finds the frag on Exist. Nonetheless, Draken tries to trade it out, and all of a sudden Ninjas are falling left, right, and center. Draken left alone, and that's Nico coming in with a headshot. And FaZe finishes this with 7 rounds on the first half. On CT.
Yeah, I mean, we can probably agree on that. NIP won the first half. I mean, so solid. And I think it was a lot due to the importance of winning the first pistol round on the Tyrant side, because if you don't get your economy built up, if the CTs, honestly, decide a map like Train, get their stuff rolling, then it can be a lot harder. It can be a real tough task to play the T side. But now, NIP, dream start. Let's just see if they can just use this advantage they've gotten themselves here on the CT side now.
Yeah, so we are on to the second half. As Lucas mentioned, sides have been switched. Ninjas on defense, FaZe on attack. As FaZe haven't really gone for the same strategy as Nip did. Instead, they're kind of spread out. Still grenades for both Kerrigan and Nico. They are looking to do an A push. Seems like smokes come raining in. They have one flash and them also trying to burn out crucial areas, making sure that Nip cannot stand anywhere near important areas that can be a hassle for FaZe Clan to try and deal with. Instead, easy plan to the smoke, and Ninjas now on the retake. Draken starts off things nice. Exist, falls up. And all of a sudden, FaZe Clan find themselves in a 5 versus 3. Force things down to 7 HP. Draken just picking up the Glock and trying to go to town with it. Finds the frag onto Guardian, and Kerrigan will fall shortly thereafter. Rain, he's not going to have much of a say in this either. FaZe Clan just sent out of the round.
I mean, that particular strat where you just put 2 smokes on each side of the bomb train, it's mainly to get the bomb down. It's very good for just that, and using that on an eco round or a half bind, just because you want the extra money of the bomb plant. very, very good, but since they didn't get any frags, they just got the bomb down. Meanwhile, they did this strat. They were getting surrounded slowly by the ninjas, and all their heads. They got repped. So, not much to say there. Solid round from the ninjas in their FaZe clan on full eco as they got the bomb plant. Yeah, nearly a quad Kobe there.
Yeah, that hurts. That hurts so much. It's just going to be a pure slaughter here. Nip just ending FaZe. Shortly after they tried to go in for a rush towards B. And I mean, there's not much to say about it. Grenade comes in from Res, and FaZe taking a lot of damage, get a lot of money in the bank. Now we come to the buy round, and we see Ninjas still have a Fama, still have a UMP. So still looking to build up a little bit of bank, just trying to keep the economy stable for them, as FaZe will definitely try to look to shake it up a little. With AKs in hand, everyone has a smoke and a flash, with the exception of Kerrigan, who's decided to opt in for a Molotov, using that to make sure there's one less angle to worry about. Exist. Ooh, taking down Guardian to 32 HP through the smoke. Not quite finding the kill, but this is damage dealt.
Okay, so now things are continuing a bit slow here. Rain does find a kill onto Draken, but all the FaZe clan members are still split up all across the map. And what it looks like now, they're intending to go for a little 80. Kerrigan, though, was exploring grounds towards B, which he now regrets as a res. We're holding that very, very aggressive angle with the AWP. Now it falls back, so it's back to a 4v4. Still no clear decision from FaZe clan, though they are sneaking closer and closer towards the A site. Oh, Nico, that's the entry that they needed now. Hopefully they can speed things up.
That is the question. 36 seconds. FaZe has to make a move on. Rain deep in towards B site. The spot out for us. Can't quite get the frag as he's in the air. It's not enough aim to be had at that point. But Nico and Olofmeister deciding to clear things out on A side, only leaving Res alone in the 1 versus 2 with the AWP in hand. 18 seconds. They're gonna get the bomb plant. So that allows FaZe to try and get back into this game. Important for them. They want to try and prove that their T side is not as weak as people have made it out to be. This is their time to prove what they can do on train as Res. He has a massive task on his hand. Olofmeister standing in towards upper, and it's going to be an easy kill for him. Just standing there in CT heaven.
Olofmeister is using heaven very often on the CT side as well, and Eagle. He was always standing there getting a few kills. And you know, heaven is actually a very OP position. And it's a position that people usually don't pre-check, so capitalizing on that is very, very smart by Olofmeister, and that was a great round for them. NIP now have another eco coming up, so is this now the exact same what happened for NIP on the first half, where FaZe clan gets their economy going, get into momentum? What do you think?
I mean, at this point, I'm inclined to agree to the idea of that, mainly because FaZe, with this round that they have now, they have weapons, they have an AWP, they have a Galil, but it doesn't matter because they're gonna get AK in the long run. Maybe they will even pick up another AWP for Olofmeister to play with. I mean, or Kerrigan. It depends. I mean, I want to say that I'm still holding back when it comes to saying that it's now FaZe is going to do exactly what Nip did, because they need more rounds. I want to see them get to 11 rounds, 12 rounds before I can say that, okay, FaZe have really fixed their T side at this point. So now, this should be, in all sense, an easy round. It should be a win for FaZe. No way for Ninjas to really defend this. I would say, Exist gets a frag, but then comes FaZe and
amazing positioning.
Draken!
Oh my god, just so sneaky. Sitting up there on the box boosted, that's also a position you rarely see.
But at the same time, Bob has been dropped for Ninjas to keep in complete oversight of. And Rain and Nico, at this point, 27 seconds.
No utility, only a flashback. Like a smoke would have been amazing just to block off Draken's vision, because he's standing there holding the bomb closely with an AWP. And as fast as somebody peeks, he will most likely just tear them apart. Let's see, Rain's going to be, oh, he actually nicks the bomb.
Yeah, very, very fast. Dragon's gonna spawn him, just jumping over towards the bomb site. Get right, on the mission. It's not gonna stop him in time. It's actually gonna tag down Rain to 10 HP. Nico still staying alive, just waiting on the other side of hell. Crossfire comes in and get right in Dragon! Of course they do it! Of course.
Oh man, the inner Nip fan just burst out there in their little scream.
Maybe a little bit.
Happiness. Okay, no, but that was for real and a great round for Ninjas. It was a full eco nearly, just some upgraded pistols, and they got that round made it 11-8, and it is now FaZe Clan's economy instead, going down the bin.
And this is also a tactical pause for FaZe, a very well needed. This is the first tactical pause we see from FaZe, and it's important to think about, okay, what happened? What happened? Just FaZe going in towards Ivy, trying to bust out there, and then all of a sudden, well, we've just met a stacked team of the Nip here.
Yeah, I mean, it is unlucky that they did choose, or that NIP chose to stack Ivy, and also that FaZe Clan actually went in there because it is a very narrow path to get in Ivy. You know, everybody's stacked together, and Draken there up on the box. They just they were just trapped and slaughtered by the pistols. So a bit unlucky, I have to say. Still, though, it was not luck in the end. That game, NIP the victory was the clutch, obviously. So with that being said, whatever FaZe discussed, they will have to do it next round because right now they don't have anything to work with.
Olofmeister and Nico on the Eagles. And Draken will just deny Nico any chance of doing something this round. Important for him to get the frags, and I'm not sure why he would continue to peek.
Yeah,
Guardian
in the middle
takes him
as well.
down. Yeah, I mean, Draken just lost the op at that point. So now Ninjas, they're gonna have to try and pick it up. Maybe throw the weapon away so that FaZe Clan cannot use it to their advantage. Don't let the op sit there. For everything dear, Nip cannot let that op just sit there. They're gonna have to try and toss a weapon away and pick it up for them to use later. Because now, with FaZe Clan having Guardian and Olofmeister on Deagle, it's gonna be difficult for Nip to really handle it if they allow for FaZe Clan to push in. But Forrest standing there with the M4, making sure that main is locked down, get right, far distance. So it seems like Nip, they have things under control. Me getting a little bit worried.
Yeah.
Because we just saw what Nip did towards FaZe with an eco, and now when FaZe have their deagles, you have cause for concern if you're Ninjas.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, everything went fine. They were able to save the AWP. Draken's back on it, and NIP's economy is looking better and better, has to be said. FaZe Clan now in a 4-round deficit. Would really enjoy winning around as they can try to get back to make it exciting. Rest going for an aggressive play sometimes works out, sometimes doesn't. I mean, it's a gamble. This time it did not work out, and there's one man left who can make up for his mistakes. It's Get Right playing a close angle here as Rain is creeping closer and closer. Only committing though. Oh, there's the flashbang, but no peek.
Oh, Olofmeister just looking away at the wrong time, which allows for the trade. 4 versus 4, Get Right towards the corner. He's gonna miss Rain just by an inch. Now the duel's on. Rain will not go for the peek as Get Right falls back. Getting help from Forrest, worst comes to worst. And everything just resets to a neutral state as Nip still trying to smoke off Pop Dog and Exist and Kerrigan in the smoke. Kerrigan will spot him first, which allows for FaZe to go in towards a bomb site. Smokes still available for FaZe. They can smoke off Connector. They can smoke off Ivy. They can do a little bit whatever they want. Draken just standing here in the sandwich. Great frag by Draken with the AWP, just allowing for Nip to have a little bit more breathing room. In comes Guardian though with an AWP of his own, allowing for FaZe to try and get the bomb planted. If not for Forrest, who's sneaking around the back end. Get Right and Forrest will secure the round for Ninjas in Pyjamas.
That was very sneaky, and that was probably one of the worst rounds for FaZe Clan to lose now, because instead of winning and still having a fair chance of eventually depleting NIP's economy, man, NIP's economy, they just took another step in the right direction. FaZe Clan have to go Nico and giving NIP 14 rounds, 6-round lead, and they're on the CT side so close to winning. That's not what you want.
Something I want to point out, Draken with 22 frags has been doing amazing work with his team, together with that AWP in his hand. I mean, it's definitely a good pickup for Nip to have Draken. And something else, just at that point, you see how Forrest and Get Right play together. I mean, they have so much experience in the game. They've been playing since 2007, I do believe, together. I think Get Right started in 2000 and what was it, 7? And I think Force started in 2005, if my memory serves me correct. I mean, they have 10, 12 years of experience playing competitively. And overall, it just goes to show how well they are communicating with each other. Okay, what do? Forrest pushing around the smoke in towards bomb.
Yeah.
And gets the frag.
It's always fun to see these veterans playing, or getting thrown into a mix with Draken and Rez.
Exactly.
Who just taking these guys' experience and with their talent, it just becomes a perfect mix. We have FaZe Clan on the rush. They all get severely tagged down by the Molotov. Everybody being beneath 50 of health. They're really gonna struggle. They don't find any insane frag. They're running around the bomb train there, but Rez, he caught the delays. Yeah, he knows what's up. Rain finding a kill, but should be refragged immediately. There we go. And Guardian left alone. Well, death is inevitable at this point.
Yeah, PT-50 in hand, and no PT-50 in hand. Instead, he's gonna get nailed to the wall with the Rez coming in, just finishing the mission, and Ninjas and Pyjamas get 14 rounds. This is important for FaZe. They cannot lose this, otherwise they're facing match point for Ninjas, the team that all the experts thought were going to lose this matchup in towards train because they had the time. We mentioned this before. FaZe Clan had the time to prepare in for this matchup. They had an opportunity to look at what they did wrong, what can they do better against Ninjas, but it just doesn't seem to work. Instead, Ninjas are coming up and beyond with how they're playing. Draken, again, with the AWP, has been doing amazing work for his team. Just getting the entries, getting crucial kills, just allowing for his team to breathe. This time, however, Guardian comes in huge, getting the first frag onto Draken. 5 versus 4, and quite early in the round as well, allowing for FaZe Clan to regroup and try to take this attack from another angle.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of time on the clock, so just taking this advantage that Guardian got the team and just thinking about what to do now, because this is an advantage they can't afford throwing away. I mean, to be precise, they can't afford throwing a single round away, because then the map will most likely go in NIP's favor. So they're slowly walking towards the B side, which is the best choice they can do. Just smoke off Rez, and you have a free entrance, get the bomb down, and focus on the afterplant.
Going to see what happens. 40 seconds, time ticking. Now we're seeing FaZe starting to pick up their grenades and throwing them, trying to go in for the entry. Information is relayed to Ninjas from Rez. Is it going to be a beat attack? It's not going to stop him from getting the bomb plant. It's not going to stop Rain from getting a frag on to Get Right, allowing him to push even further in towards the site. At this point, Ninjas, they're just backing away, understanding that this round is in no way, shape, or form winnable. They concede it, trying to save the weapons that they have instead. Though FaZe are looking a little bit hungry for weapons. They don't want to allow Ninjas to save up the double AWP that they have. The question is, do they know if they have double AWP? I can't
no
recall.
kill for Rez, no kill for Forest. Maybe they've heard a few shots, but they probably don't expect them to have 2 AWPs in their possession. And as you mentioned, NIP, they have the 6-round advantage, so they don't have to win now. They can lose 2 more and then win the round. They have a lot of chances, so not going for any reckless and unnecessary retake, just saving those guns and trying again the next round is definitely the right decision.
And so FaZe Clan avoid match point for Ninjas with this round. Just 9 rounds, still haven't reached double digits. It's kind of like a psychological thing. As long as you can hold Ninjas on 14 rounds while you're gathering rounds yourself, it's just going to be great for you. But as soon as you hit that 15, it's going to be way more difficult. Rez coming in. Important shot from him. He wants to try and get his team towards that 15-9 scoreline. It's not going to happen, though, if Rain keeps on getting frags like that. Takes out Rez, allowing for FaZe once again. Coming in towards the bomb site, get the plant, pressuring Ninjas into making mistakes. All the Fighters just standing behind the smoke gas. Now Ninjas trying to get out on towards the site. Nico will find the frag. Get Right, trace it out immediately. Just keeping it simple, but Olaf just standing here behind the smoke. Signature plays aggressive behind any sort of visual cover that he can find. And Rain folds it up towards Exist. Get Right alone. 1 versus 3. but no time to actually get the fuse. He's not in position for it, and so he backs off, stays hidden, saves his M4.
Yep, that's that. So the question now is, do the NIP have any economy or any money left in spare? And the question, or the answer to the question is yes, for sure they do. Get Right saving that AK was amazing because he was the only guy that wouldn't have been able to purchase anything or any full buy at least. So now they're going in for another full buy and another chance at taking down FaZe Clan. So we can see that FaZe Clan have built up an economy of their own though. So, well, don't lose this round because you can't afford having an IP of 15 rounds. But if they would lose, they do have the buffer to get an extra buy. Not to be completely chanceless.
I mean, after that, it's just going to have to be perfect play. You cannot allow for ninjas to get an important entry or two. If you do that, they have the advantage. They are going to pressure you so hard if they do so. We'll see what happens, though, as we are on round 25. FaZe Clan versus Ninjas, as FaZe looking to get back into the match, just slowly but surely, pushing their way closer to a even score line. As Guardian and Kerrigan working their way together with one more.
Oh, existing Get Right. I think if they recognize the threat, they have a good crossfire set up here. Get Right's fully flashed. Oh, that's a great refill by Offmeister, but they still have Exist to worry about on the other side. Oh, and running back now, just not even getting the map control after losing one man. That's not good.
Forrest's gonna have to be careful because on the other side is Guardian, standing there with the op. Nico on the flank, signature play by him, trying to create a little bit more room for his team. Won't find any frags, but enough information for him to relay so that the FaZe Clan can act accordingly. And so they want to try and regroup instead. Res, aggressive, in towards upper halls. Just waiting for anyone to push in further. Nico standing there. Surely knows that something is happening. Great play by Nico as he finds the frag onto Res. Molotov in towards C the connector. Great frag from Draken, treading it out. Just keeping the advantage in favor for Ninjas as now FaZe trying to make a move in towards B side. They will get the plant, though they have Forrest to worry about as he's moving in here towards Ultrin. Olofmeister finds him. Not a single worry for FaZe Clan at this point. They should have it in the bag. The question is, what can Get Right and Dragon do? We've seen what they're capable of. They've won these clutches before. This particular matchup, and Olofmeister, again, aggressive plays for him, trying to take control over the bomb site. Will work out extremely well for him, and finds the frag onto Dragon as well. Just shutting them down completely.
Oh man, NIP now. Most likely going for a pistol Kevlar buy, and well, the big round, like the 6-round advantages that they had, it's now turned into a 3-round advantage, and as FaZe Clan are crawling closer and closer, their NIP are probably getting more and more nervous. So after this full save, it's going to be probably the most intense round, because if they lose, the score's going to be tied.
It's going to be tight indeed. Kerrigan actually on a Mac 10. He decided that he want to try and get all the money that he can. So with that, Exist and Draken, the only one on Deagles. Draken already tagged down to 30 HP. And we see a split Ninjas towards A side as FaZe will try to make a move. Once again, Kerrigan with the Mac 10, together with the rest of FaZe, they're going to try to go in towards A side. Exist finds a little bit of a consolation prize. Kerrigan goes down, but that's the Mac 10. It's not a big issue for FaZe as they can easily rebuy it. Look at that, economy.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy. They have money for days.
Man, and if FaZe continue and nips economies in this state, I mean, it's gonna, if the scoreline gets tied, which it will if an IP loses this round, then actually the FaZe are actually gonna have the advantage because they have the economy and they have, it's okay if they lose the 14-14 round because they get to have a full buy the next time. So an IP, they don't have. They won't have much if they lose this round. They really have to do the most out of this one, and that's why I think a tactical pause has been called.
Once again for FaZe Clan, as it's their time to play the mind game. They're winning the rounds, but at the same time, they don't want to try to get overhyped. I've actually heard Guardian being very humble about it. Like, in terms of considering themselves as players, Guardian and Olaf have been very humble about their own ability to play the game. The rest of the people around the world, they're calling them superstars. They're saying, no, people are overhyping us. People are overhyping FaZe because we're not that good. I would like to make them differ, especially as you're seeing here, their fervor still trying to stay into the game as Rain finds 2 frags, gets traded out though immediately by Nip, just trying to defend this site with their dear lives. Olafmeister again just going around the corner, finding the frag onto Get Right, trying to secure the bomb site for his team. Draken will find the frag though, Guardian left alone, 1 versus 2. 1 minute, 20 seconds, trying to go up on towards the green train, finds Draken. It's not going to try and take the duel though. Wants to find the one-on-one to start things off. But it's going to be difficult as he's still trying to find the best possible angle for him to take this round home.
Oh, but it's so hard. The CTs know that the Guardian will have to come to them eventually because they have the bomb. The bomb is dropped. And they're just hiding. And with an AWP, this is just such a tough situation to deal with. If it would get the first entry here, it would make things a great deal easier. But CTs, they don't intend to peek. 40 seconds left. Oh, does not get killed. And as he survives that, he knows the exact position of Draken. And Draken actually, oh no, he focuses on the guy and he's stuck in the open. Rest gets that kill and an IP now. That was the important round. They would have been so nervous. But on 15 rounds, the pressure is now completely on FaZe Clan.
Indeed. At the very least, Ninjas have secured overtime. If you recall how the tournament works, it's basically you don't have overtime. I just contradicted myself. Yes. Basically, they've secured the tie.
Yeah, which means 1-1 in the.
In terms of score, yes.
Okay.
As you noticed, still a little bit nervous, trying to get my head straight together.
Yeah, not used to the format, but it's a very interesting format, definitely.
Yeah. So with that, 15-12 match points starting to roll in for Ninjas. Draken, aggressive play here towards B halls. Gonna have Rain there. It's not quite finding the frag though. Misses it, backs off immediately as he realizes the position he's in. Does have the help from Res. Dynamic duo, the new additions to Nip. If the situation were to change. FaZe though wants to back off, try and set up and execute towards A, it feels like. Just standing around team A. Having a lot of utility to their name. I mean, they can do any sort of execute that they like. They have the options and they have the knowledge to pull off some of the most insane things that we've come to witness as spectators, as casters, and we'll see how it works. Res keeping the smoke until that time, important, great by him, just buying as much time as possible for Nip, causing pressure for FaZe. This is going to be difficult though. Res cannot stay here in the open, as now FaZe trying to push in towards B side. Maybe a fake towards A as Draken finds the first frag, important for him, trying to dwindle down the FaZe Clan members, but Rain comes in with the trade immediately, finds 2, important for him as now they go in towards the bomb site. Exist, and the rest of the game still out on A, completely fooled by the fact that it was 2 members from FaZe trying to go a fake on A. Get Right finds the frag on Rain as he's trying to push in towards B side. Olafmeister, on the other hand, secures the flank by killing Exist. Now, 2 versus 3. Make it 2 versus 2 as Forrest finds the frag onto Olafmeister. Bomb's taken down. Surely, it's going to be FaZe's round. They have the Molotov. It's going to cost Nip so much time as great frag comes in from Guardian, just blows Forrest's head clean off with the AWP, and that's going to cost Get Right to back off.
Yeah, definitely. Without a diffuse kit and without a smoke. I mean, the smoke could have been a game-changing thing. With the bomb actually planted out in the open, it actually opens up for a ninja defuse or just a fake defuse in the smoke, which will scare the crap out of the terrorist hiding. But an IP, I mean, this is going to be a lovely end. Get Right, only saving 1 rifle is not going to call for a full force, I believe. Oh, it doesn't look like it. It will be a save. And oh my god, the next round is
it's going to be intense.
That's going to be good.
Yeah, we'll see what happens now though, as Get Right, the one with the weapon, immediately taken down by Olafmeister with the AK, and that's just FaZe's signal to roll in towards the site and take down everything in their path. Draken alone, who's flanking around from alley.
Yeah, just only by FaZe. Reckon perhaps taking it on with him would have been good, but that's just dreaming. Far from reality. Well, here we go. And the sad truth here for NIP is that they don't have that much money compared to FaZe, who are filthy rich, just getting a completely full buy again, which they're getting used to at this point, by the way. NIP will have to go UMPs, pistols. I don't know what they're going to invest, but they will either have to suffer or sacrifice utility or the rifles.
Yeah, Guardian and Wolfmeister and Nico, they've all been playing such great game. Rain coming in with important entries too, to just open up some room for FaZe to move in towards the sites. And I just have to give props to FaZe, because if you were looking at them before, they weren't looking too hot on Train at all. And now, with the time that they've been given, they've done their research, they've gotten a little bit more preparation. Still not enough to secure them a win against NIP on Train, but at the very least getting the tie. Important to just have that psychological fact in your mind to know that, okay, this works. This works. Now they have just a few more things to fix, and it's gonna be done and dusted with. Now, last round of this game though. We'll see what happens as FaZe looking to get that tie, Ninjas looking for the win. One round that separates both teams from an important score.
Yeah. This is the round. Guardian coming in, getting the smoke. Getting the kill, rather. After pushing through the smoke. Exist. No responding. Carrigan and Olofmeister, they're just so strong as the Ninjas. They're just dying left and right. FaZe, they really want this time. They're not going to lose another time on Train. Rest with 12 HP, have the hardest task. Oh no, this looks impossible.
With 12 HP, it's not going to be enough. That comes
to
the grenade. It'll be the end of Rest and the end of the match. FaZe and NIP, 15-15, and it's a great game to start off with.
Yes. I mean, what better? We as casters, we love intense games, and what better way is at the start of the Blast Pro series than a tie between FaZe and NIP.
I mean, especially because all these question marks surrounding NIP versus FaZe, who's going to take it? And at this point, FaZe really showed that, okay, our T side is not as weak as people thought it would be at the beginning. With that being said, I saw huge step-ups coming in from all